leg workout you can do with calisthenics. I previously just came back from the gym and I was doing weighted leg press and I really hurt my groin, so.
What?
Basically, doing the rep. Here's one thing, I haven't been doing legs heavy for a long time just because of like groin, had a little groin problem. Went down deep on that rep, I felt a little tweak, so right now I should probably call it a day on this way, at least maybe go a little bit lighter, see what I can do. But yeah, it's always annoying me because I think certain things are like done with, certain injuries have healed, but you still got to be careful. Yeah. Now it's looking like I might as well do some calisthenics weighted exercises. It is worth noting though that I always do prefer doing gym. I prefer using gym training for legs instead of doing calisthenics, just because when you're doing these sort of things, you got to do hella reps to actually feel the burn and to get the same amount of hypertrophy compared to doing weights. Usually I use gym for legs and calisthenics for upper body in combination with gym as well. But yeah, the exercises I'm going to do are going to be squat variations. So that's including sissy squats, pistol squats, normal squats, pulse squats, and then finally some calves as well, because calves are important. If you're wearing shorts, that's a bit of showing anyway, so gotta make sure you train calves. And yeah, hope you enjoy it. I might do a voiceover as we're going along. But yeah, it's a nice day, man. Okay, so just starting off with normal regular squats. They're pretty self-explanatory. Just go down, keep the weight through your heels and not through your toes, because that can put you off balance and that activates the right muscles. So this is working the quads, working the glutes as well. A little bit of hamstring activation, but mainly quad focused. Depending on the stance, if you narrow your stance, it's going to be more quads, widen it, more glutes and more hams. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Again, regular squat, very good workout. You just got to do quite a lot of reps compared to a normal barbell squat. You got to do more reps, but the risk of injury is quite a lot lower. And I don't actually feel pain when doing this. So yeah, squats. Next we have got jump squats. And these are good if you want to make your workout cardio oriented as well, because you are going to build up quite a sweat working the heart as well when you're jumping up and down. You can see I'm landing on my toes and I'm jumping a little bit back when I'm exploding at the top of the movement, just because it helps me with balance. So onto toes, back onto the heels, toes, back onto the heels. So yeah, this adds variety, it's pretty fun. Okay, next we've got pulse squats. So as the name suggests, you're pulsing at the bottom of the movement. This is actually a really good burner when you're finishing legs, or if you just want to get straight into the workout and feel the burn before you start. Yeah, and that's going to take quite a lot of momentum out of the movement. It's going to help with your balance as well, because you're going to have to stay balanced while you're in the bottom of the position, which at first can be quite challenging, but when you build up the strength, the surrounding muscles, you actually improve your balance quite well. Okay, in the next clip I'll just show that if you are struggling with balance, you can keep your hands out in front of you to act as a counterbalance when you're doing the squat. And that can be quite helpful if you are just beginning to do these squats. And you can do this for normal squats as well if you do struggle with balance. Put your hands, I almost fell there. And next we have sissy squats. These aren't, I don't think they are too well known, but they are really good if you want to target the quads specifically. They replicate what is basically a leg extension in the gym. So you're reducing the angle between your shin bone and your femur and then extending. So pretty much the same movement as a leg extension. And if you do have bad knees, I would advise maybe skipping this exercise, just because it can be quite a lot of pressure on your knees. I've got a little tweak in my right knee and I could start to feel it on this, so I didn't go as deep as I usually would. But I could still feel the exercise hitting the quads pretty well. I'll put the rep ranges up on the screen as well. And next we have Bulgarian. I almost decked it. That would have been the end. Tell you. Yeah, Bulgarians. Damn, I need to pattern up with Bulgarian split squats. These were one of my favorites back in school. I just used to use a chair and do these just in my room. You can have weights to the side as well. You can have like dumbbells in your hands or kettlebells. And these are really good on the quads. Pretty much like a lunge, but a little bit heavier just because your back foot is elevated. And yeah, you can just bang out loads of reps of these, 20, 25. And they are a very, very good workout. And pistol squats, these are the hardest out of the list. However, as you can see, I'm using a support, which is the bar. And depending on how much you use your arms to pull up, you can actually determine how heavy the weight or how heavy the rep is going to be. Ideally, I wouldn't actually use support, but just because of the awkwardness of this setup, I had to sort of hold on to something because there wasn't much space for my body to, like, there wasn't much accommodating space for me there. But yeah, pistol squats, very good exercise, targets the quads really well, and it is a very, very good one for working your balance, because that is one of the biggest problems I have when I'm doing the pistol squat, is just keeping balance, because the strength is there, but you really have got to be able to keep yourself upright when doing it, which can be quite challenging. And then we have calf raises, important exercise, as I said. Calves are going to be what's giving you the spring when you're running, and they're just like a really aesthetic muscle group. Previously I didn't have well, maybe I still don't, but my calf genetics weren't the best. I've got pretty high insertions, which were helpful for, say, sprinting and explosive stuff, but in terms of aesthetics, it's not ideal. So I had to work calves quite a lot, doing a lot of weighted calves in the gym. As you can see here, I'm doing bodyweight calf exercises, but in the gym I just use the weights, the calf press machine, and I could put on 100, 120 kilograms on there, and I'll do loads of reps. I'll do 12s, I'll do 20, I'll do 30, just switch it up just so I can hit them every sort of different way, because calves can be quite a stubborn muscle group, and you really have got to just, obviously the whole shock the muscle thing is not technically, I don't know the legitimacy of it, but for calves, that's all I'm trying to do, shock the muscle, and I have found that works pretty well for me. So in general, like, it is a big thing in the fitness community as well. If someone says something is scientifically incorrect, as long as it works for you, and as long as it works for me, I don't really care what anyone says, whether it be a training style or certain exercise. If you can feel it working, little flex there, if you can feel it working and you see results, then keep doing it, because at the end of the day, we're training to increase strength, increase size, whatever. So if you're getting results, it doesn't matter what anyone says regarding the science or if this is true or not. Just do what you do, and yeah man, get your gains.